Am I calling people out?
You are. We're actually starting beef on the Regurgitated podcast. I watched Andrew Tate talk to a guy. It was an interview, and it was a guy that was very aware of Andrew Tate's ignorance, and it was one of the funniest things I've ever watched. Unrelated. I just wanted to say that.
Have you seen the like very homoerotic looking picture of him with Aidan Ross?
Yes, the one who looks like it's going to be a porn.
I feel like they know what they're doing.
Yeah, I don't think that Andrew Tate. I mean, Aidan Ross doesn't care, but I feel like Andrew Tate would be like very against looking gay because it's beta. Being gay is beta.
No, but I feel like they know that that's why it plays into the algorithm. Is I feel like they're both playing like these characters of like, look at how stupid. And Aidan Ross does this thing occasionally too. And we're now breaking up segments, but Aidan Ross does this thing too, where he'll I feel like pretend to be dumber than he is because he knows it gets reactions out of people. Have you seen the clip of him circulating around recently, pretending like he doesn't know what the word fascist means?
Yeah.
He's like reading it off, and it's just very clearly.
What does a fascist mean? Yo! All right, bro. See what I'm saying, chat? Like, this is why I don't fuck with y'all, bro.
There's other examples of it, but like, you know, I'm sure he's not like the most intelligent person, you know, on the planet or anything, but I feel like he knows what he's doing. He plays into it a little too much, and I kind of see through that. Same thing with Speed.
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of people are like, oh my God, how can he be so stupid? And like maybe there's some elements of truth into that. But I feel like a lot of times they're playing it up. They're playing into it just to get reactions out of their audience or whatever. My personal feeling, am I calling people out?
You are. We're actually starting beef on the Regurgitated podcast.
But there's an element of it where it's like you're playing a character of yourself, right? I saw there was some guy who interviewed Nikocado Avocado recently. A very
Please
famous
say
guy.
it's the same exact guy that I'm talking about interviewing.
It might be. I actually don't know the guy's name. I've seen him around online before.
It's a dude with a fucking with curly long hair and a mustache. Oopaville, bro. That's exactly who I was talking about. Well, that's so funny.
He brought up a really good point where he was interviewing Nikocado and he was like, oh, everyone keeps asking me, are you doing a character? And it's hard to explain because you're not doing a character, but you are doing a character. You know what I mean? Like you're playing yourself up a little bit. And I feel like maybe there's an element of that with some of these people as well, and with me as well.
Aidan Ross, I feel like he'd be upfront because he said like when he's done crypto scams, he's like, yeah, bro, that was a scam. Sorry. Like he just says it. He doesn't really like. I feel like he wouldn't lie or like put up a front.
I feel like there's a difference though between like taking accountability for when you like messed up for something and like putting on a like pretending you don't know something you kind of already know. You know what I mean? Like maybe he doesn't know the intricacies of fascism, right? But as he's struggling to pronounce the word fascist and he's struggling to pronounce like, I forget what words they were, but very basic words in the description of it. I feel like he's playing up a little bit how much he doesn't know about the topic at hand. Right. So people in the comments instinctively go like, oh, what the fuck? I can't believe, look how fucking stupid this guy is or something. How is this guy popular? Wow. But that's just a feeling.
Well,
I don't know.
I think and this is just an aside. It's not really that important to what we're talking about. I also think that it's interesting that Aidan Ross probably has some level of intelligence that he chooses not to display and plays the idiot. And Andrew Tate, I personally believe that Andrew Tate has always played a character up to a point. I think that he's genuinely probably a bad person, but I think that he definitely knows what is going to get the clicks and get him his dough.
Yeah, again, we've talked about Andrew Tate before. I think there's some elements of Andrew Tate where it's like, oh, you're just talking through like kind of basic skills and how to do this, and that, and it's accurate and it's right. But then he'll go off and say something very controversial, and so you can juxtapose those two things to defend him, and then you can get reactionary stuff out of it. Whether or not he's a good person genuinely at his core, I won't make comments on. I don't know the guy. I frankly don't know the guy.
Yeah,
that's it. I don't.